we recap Jeff Lewis Live every night at 6 o'clock California time. I'm Sarah in Texas.
I'm Kelly in California.
And where am I going to be in January?
Oh my gosh. So I was so busy today, but I kept seeing the messages come through and I was like, Fortune, okay, cool. And then I looked at the total price and I was like, what the hell did you just buy?
Well, it's a 4-pack, so.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't seen my story, Fortune obviously is on tour and they were talking about different cities. So I think, let me go look. Somebody said she was in Dallas. I thought, okay, I can go to Dallas and go visit my daughter up there. And so I'm looking at all the dates and the times, and none of it matched up with when I could do it, where I could be, what city I wanted to be in, that kind of thing. And then I see Irvine, and I don't really know where Irvine is, but all I remember is it's somewhat close to you because you went with Katie and some other people, right?
Yes.
Before I ever met you last November, which is coming up on almost a year. November 15th was his last live show.
That's crazy.
I know.
And disappointing.
I know, and he was teasing it for a while, maybe a Nashville show, but I don't know. I just don't think he's doing another one. I don't know.
I think once he gets the back surgery done and heals from that, he'll probably get more on his schedule. He never got the colonoscopy either.
Okay, and I thought of that because my husband had his very first ever colonoscopy this morning. Everything went okay, but I mean, the prep, oh boy. I feel sorry for anyone who's got to take care of Jeff. That he hates talking about shitting, and number 2, that's all he's going to want to talk about.
So how did Brian do? Did he have a hard time?
No. But it's just, you got to follow these directions, and he had one set of directions, and then the paperwork said another set of directions.
Oh.
So Brian was just doing it because he turned 50 in July.
Right.
That's the age they want. So his was strictly, regular maintenance type stuff, whatever. So I had to tell our kids, hey, this is checking for cancer of his ass, but he's okay. There's no,
Right.
So then I had to let them know he was fine. So they did find 2 polyps that they took off, which is good because they take that off right then and there. They said that's somewhat normal, and they will biopsy. But anyways, it's normal.
No. I'm just thinking because I just had to do a poop smear thingy when I was at Kaiser. You know how you smear your poop on something and you send it off?
Never in my life. I've had 2 colonoscopies because of my shit issues, but yeah.
Well, it's to check for that kind of stuff before you have a colonoscopy, and it came out negative. It came out negative, so my poop's good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Happy poop news today.
Happy poop news.
Yes. Well, happy Monday. Today was Fortune, Feimster, and Megan. Oh, my God. They were so good, weren't they?
All they did was giggle and laugh the whole time.
Absolutely. And we got the news that, okay, so I'd taken Brian. We were done around 10. I ran one errand and came back home, I think, right around 11, right whenever the show was starting in Texas. And I listened to a little bit of Andy and John, and they were talking about the news. So they were talking about Ozempic, which they've talked about before. And then they said something that caught my interest that I wondered if Megan would like this. Because I knew that Megan and Doug were both talking about it, but I thought they were going to do the other one, the Mounjaro.
Not the Marbueno. What did she call it?
Huh?
Megan, she couldn't pronounce it, and she made it sound like Buongiorno.
Yeah, Buongiorno.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they said that one of the side effects is it lowers your desire to drink alcohol. And I think I texted you. I was like, oh, my God, I need to pull over and make a story about that. But I really couldn't think of anything, and I didn't really want to. I just thought whatever because I didn't know she was on it yet.
Yeah.
And then lo and freaking behold, she says that she started Friday night, and she didn't even want alcohol last night.
You know what's so funny? Remember when we went to BravoCon, and I was like, oh, my God, they're so skinny. Everybody is so...
Oh, everybody. Yeah.
So many people, and I was tripping. I left there with an eating disorder if I didn't have one already because people were so thin, and now I know why. I think it's they're thin naturally as it is, but they were definitely on the Ozempic, Mounjaro.
Yeah. Or they just starve. I mean, I think before this drug was out, I think there's always different things that they can do, and I do feel like there's a lot of eating disorders when you're on TV. And I say on TV because you're constant, or TV or social media, blah, blah, blah. because you're constantly being judged and looking at yourself.
Exactly. That's
so
why
I just think it's that kind of area, and all those people are on Bravo celebrities are all on TV.
And I think that when you, like during the pandemic, when you're on Zoom all the time, a lot of people got plastic surgery because they were looking at their face the whole time. Like, I could do a little eye thread right here. I'm going to do a lip lift.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I should care more. I literally just came home from the gym. I mean, I'm like nasty. I should give a rat's ass more, but
But I did feel a little bit better knowing those bitches are doing something, because I was like, why can't I lose weight? Why can't I be skinny? And I was like, I mean, I still have my doctor appointment in December to ask about it. We'll see what they say, but
yeah.
But I don't want to lose my gallbladder. You're right. And I also don't want
Who needs a gallbladder, though?
Do you even use those anymore?
No, my friend had hers taken out. She's fine.
Goodbye.
For a while, she was really strict about not eating fatty foods and fried foods because it makes it hard to digest.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we eat that shit when we go to lunch. So,
Yeah, that's kind of a hard one to pass up.
Yeah. Okay. I've kind of seen rumblings about this. We've watched both of Fortune's Netflix specials. I do think the first one was better than Good Fortune. What do you think?
I haven't had a chance to watch it. Actually, I put it on the other night and I fell asleep. So I'm going to be watching, not because it was boring.
You were just tired.
Yeah, so I have to watch it again. The sweet and tasty, or sweet and salty, or sweet and tasty?
Sweet and salty.
Very, very funny. Remind me, because I want to say something about Fortune and all that after this part. Something that surprised me.
After what part? I ain't got shit to say.
Okay. I was like taken back when he said that he didn't get along with Jax. That whole little thing was weird. And the way that she...
I knew that. He's talked about that before.
I never heard him talk about that.
Yeah.
He said that she's very quiet and it reminded him of Gage and she wasn't very verbal. But today it sounded like a little bit more near.
Well, and I think that Fortune even said that she and Jeff are very similar. They're very regimented, very strict, and very scheduled. And if he would come by unannounced, or he would call her unannounced, she wouldn't answer the phone. But if Travis called her, was it Travis? No,
Tyler.
When Tyler would call, she'd answer right away. But I think everyone has their personalities that they get along with. And I think she just got along with Tyler better than Jeff. Maybe Jeff intimidated her.
I don't know. I heard a little bit more something on the back end, and I was like, oh, okay. But somebody was asking us earlier about Hollywood House Lift 2. We've heard Jeff say that he is supposed to be filming. He said something like... He
said he wants to lose 10 pounds before he starts filming again.
Right. And so we think that season 2 is coming out. If you could have him do any famous person's house, I think we said this before, but who do you think he should do? People in comments too. If Jeff has a season 2 of Hollywood House Lift, whose house would you like to see him redo?
Well, I do love... Tori Spelling comes to mind immediately, only because I feel like she needs guidance in that. I think she has really good style, but I think she needs guidance. I think her ADD she's so frazzled with everything that she always has going on.
Right.
That, I think that would be something good to do. The problem is I don't think she owns anything. Lisa Rinna, that kitchen needs a freaking makeover. Did y'all see the information? I don't know where I saw this about production saying that her house is a disaster.
Yes.
Like gross.
But who said that? Brandy? I think it was Brandy that brought out that rumor.
Yes, you're right. I do think so.
I just saw somebody say
it doesn't surprise me though. It wouldn't surprise me. Like she looks put together, and then because that kitchen, that flooring is like from 1982. I'm like, update your freaking kitchen.
Valerie's saying the same thing. People are saying Kelly, Heather Dubrow, Carney, I think would be, you know what I really would love to see him do? It would totally butt heads, but Machine Gun Kelly. I would love if he did Machine Gun Kelly, who used to be his neighbor.
I was going to say, maybe they would end up getting along. We don't even know.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Gage.
Oh my God. Okay, speaking of sort of working together with your boyfriend, when they were talking about the TV show ideas today, I totally love that.
I do too. But
Can you see it?
I could see a bed and breakfast. Maybe, yeah, I think that would be really funny. But then, and Zoila's just got a knee surgery. She can't be cleaning the house, so it would have to be Aurora.
Britney Spears with creepy stew. That's funny.
Or maybe they can put Monroe to work.
Shout out, Ian.
And she could be the, Monroe can help clean the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, and Roar seems a little spicy to me, so I think she'd be fun on TV.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course we'd want Zoila Chavez back on TV. Hello.
Hi, ladies. But she just had her knee surgery, and she'll
be fine. They got to pitch this show. They got to produce it. They got time.
She's 80 years old. She cannot be going up and down the stairs. I don't know if she's 80.
They said young 70s. Don't ruin it. She's not 80.
She's 70 years old, and she just had her knees redone.
Okay, that sounds so much better than 80. Okay. 80 sounds so fucking old, like she's going to die tomorrow. Don't tell me that.
But not only that, I was really touched when Jeff was like, when people are older and they go into surgery, and I was like, oh, God. I know. He cannot lose Zoila.
Yeah, I don't think she's 80. Somebody look up and see how old she is. If she ever
know. I don't know if she's 80. It just came out to the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm sleep deprived.
Do we want to talk about the blind from Bravo and Cocktails or not?
I didn't see it. I've been at work all day. Please tell me.
Okay. So I don't open everything from Bravo and Cocktails. I wish I could admit that I did, but I don't. One of them said, somebody sent it to me. Thank you, Jesus, that people send me stuff. Thank you for helping me out with my job, my free job.
Amen. Amen.
Yes. But this one said, Real Housewives OC drama or something like that. So I didn't even open it. What it was somebody sending it in, and Bravo and Cocktails makes it very clear that they don't check everything. They can't fact check everything. They just throw it out there if somebody sends it to them. But they do have their sources that are more verified, that they trust more, that kind of thing. I don't know them. They're anonymous. I don't know them at all. But they're, go read it. It's still up on their story. But it's blah, blah, blah about the USC game when they were at that,
yes.
That's sweet. Shannon was there. John Bedore was there. John Jansen was there. Kelly and Rick, Jeff and Sue, Heather and them.
McDonald.
So there was some gossip said about Eddie, about Tamara's Eddie. And somebody said that Kelly talked to Jeff, recorded their phone conversation, and then posted it on her podcast, Kelly and Rick, what's it called? Daily Smash on YouTube. Now, I cannot imagine. There are so many Jeff Lewis and Kelly Dodd fans that overlap that, first of all, if that ever happened, it would be out in 2.2 seconds. Somebody would have a screen recording of it. We would have it sent to us. Jeff Lewis would have it sent to him. I don't feel like they know about any of it. I don't feel like it's verified.
So just so I understand, Kelly Dodd recorded a phone call between her and Jeff talking about Tamara's husband?
Allegedly.
And
I don't believe it's true. I think it would be all over if it happened.
Yeah, Jeff but what could they say? What could they say about Eddie? Like, what could you possibly say?
I don't even think it was about it. Go read The Blind.
Okay, I have to waste our
time on it. Go read The Blind. It was a little bit confusing because it was like and this and this and this and this and this. What I got from it was that there was some gossip said, and then some people talked, and then the Blind on Bravo and Cocktails says that Kelly recorded her phone conversation with Jeff Lewis and played it on their podcast, Kelly and Rick Daily Smash.
Well, Martindale right here is just saying, I watched Daily Smash and I have never seen it played or talked about at all.
Thank you. I knew. Now, the rumblings was because when Rick and Kelly were on a Friday or two ago, she said, are we going to talk about Tamara?
Oh, that's right.
And Jeff shut it down. Yeah. I think he just doesn't want to waste his time on that. Like, I just think it's old drama. We're not even going to waste our time. I do not feel like she recorded a phone conversation of theirs. I feel like she knows Jeff enough that would piss him off to no end. There's no way a friend of his would do that and post it on their podcast.
I don't see that happening. And if it did, let's say that it did happen and we see that Kelly's not on anymore, I guess that kind of answers that question. But
no, I would want proof of it because I think I could see him not bringing her on again because she gets creamed every time she comes on. I mean, people are like, I'm turning it off. it's a ratings game at some point. He's got to look at the ratings and be like, look, you know, when she comes on and Rick comes on, you know what I mean? Even though we know when they were on this last time, they were so tame. I felt like Jeff was guiding them to have a really good, positive show. And I think they did. They came off really well. And if anything, I think they turned some people around about their personalities. We both like her. We both like her.
You know, like I
we
said,
both like her.
Meeting her in person, sweetest, kindest person in the world.
And really pretty.
And oh my God, fucking gorgeous. But
we all love pretty people. We're just like Jeff. We love being surrounded by pretty people.
When Kelly and Rick are together, everybody hates Rick more because Rick just won't shut the fuck up. It's like, shut up.
One thing that's helped me with them is she stopped calling into the show unsolicited and him being in the background. So that has helped me. But I also, now there's some things I don't love that she posts, and I've talked about them for sure. But anyways, go read The Blind. We're not going to waste any more time on it. I don't feel like that part is true at all.
Hey, I do have...
Yeah. I lost your volume. Yes.
I just have to say this. I wasted an hour of my time on Sunday, again, trying to subscribe to Brandy and Julie's Patreon. And I could not do it. And I was so annoyed.
I would say DM them, but I don't think either one of them, whenever I tag them and stuff, I don't think they ever reply to me.
No, so I don't think they're on their phones.
Everybody replies or says something or starts a conversation. I don't think they're two chumps that never say anything whenever I tag them in something on a story.
Right. And I want to say that it's I don't think it's Julie and Brandy. That fucking website sucks.
Oh, the Patreon one?
The Patron.
Patreon. Patron is tequila.
For a long time, I thought that.
The Blind is on Bravo and Cocktails and on their Instagram story, and it says RHOC. And if you got to click on the link, and it's about that. But anyways, house hunting. He said he's deep into house hunting, but he didn't really say anything. He said he's found one with 7 bedrooms, one for each cat, so that maybe they could get some more kitty cats.
Yes, but I thought this. Okay, so Jeff Monroe, guest room, office, stew room, kitty cat room.
So when they're fighting?
Yeah, like kitty cat room. What would be the 7th room?
I mean, a gym. I could see him doing a home gym. If he didn't already have a gym.
If you have 7 bedrooms, I'm assuming you already have a gym, right?
That's true.
But you know what I think is right now? Because,
like a separate room for, I don't know. He likes bedrooms. I think he's always looking for resale value too. And the more bedrooms you have is always good. So I don't think you can ever have too many bedrooms.
Zoila and Shane's room. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, and they don't want to ever share a room, right? Remember they were sharing a bed at first when they were whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like sharing your grandma's bed. It's like, ugh.
No, I'm worried about Shane sharing the bed with Shane.
Oh, I don't think our Shane is allowed to bring any men home to Jeff Lewis's house.
Oh, I don't think he is either. I'm thinking
hell to the no.
Residue slobber on the pillow.
So Zoila is having knee surgery. It does sound like when that doctor or whoever that lady was that called at the end. It does sound like she's going to have some more physical therapy, but it sounds like she's at the prime age to get that done. So if she was in pain with one of her knees, I'm really glad she's having the surgery done.
It's miserable. And I was going to say the same thing like the doctor said. When I got done with my surgery, I was like ready to party, having fun, doing whatever. And it wasn't until 24 hours later that I felt like a kitten. That's a kitchen.
Yeah.
I felt like
the word pussy.
Oh, speaking of pussy.
Yeah.
Did you get the reference of sugar puss?
No. Ginger puss?
Okay, yes. So I put it on one of my posts and I was like, no one's going to probably get that. Fortune was making fun of Stu because he could not remember Cardi's friend's name. So she said she's sugar puss. I don't know. I fell off my chair laughing.
Why sugar puss? Why was that funny? I don't get it.
Well, puss, because Chef doesn't know anybody's names, and he says Ginger and Smoky Puss. I don't know why she chose to name her Sugar, but Sugar Puss. I
Um,
thought it was funny.
Chili's.
Okay.
I wonder if they ended up going to Chili's today. They were naming all that food and the mango iced tea. I was freaking starving for it.
I love a buffalo chicken salad.
Oh, they have that there?
That's what she said. Yeah. And I always buy the...
Well, she named everything. The triple decker. I was like, oh my God, everything sounds freaking delicious.
And I have to say that Islands, which we still have to go to here in California.
What? Oh my God.
I know we can
January.
go. Absolutely.
I'm already craving a Granville salad. Yeah. Already craving shrimp.
Islands has a better spinach and artichoke dip than Chili's. So
okay. Well, that's what he raves about. So we'll definitely have to go.
Some people are hitting me up with Sugar Puss. Go ahead.
Sounds like they had fun at the B-52s. If y'all have not joined Chef Stu's subscription Instagram, he's given some really good stuff. Like, it's really good. And the subscription people knew what he was wearing, knew where they were going before they ever posted it later. So sometimes it looks like he's posting, because I didn't know. I'll just say he posted Jeff, because he also posted on his regular Instagram, so it's not a surprise. But he posted the Jeff video was longer.
Yes.
And Jeff was talking more in it. And then he posted a little clip on his regular one. So anyways, it's really good. Go to his Instagram profile, and there's a button that says subscription. And it's $4.99 a month. It's been so worth it. And I'm not even into cooking.
Yes, it's been awesome. I was going to say Valerie's in Irvine. So if maybe she would want to go to Fortune.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to meet us there, come join us. We're going Saturday night.
January 7th?
January 7th, the 7 o'clock show. There's 2 different shows. We picked the 7 o'clock because we want to go out afterwards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to hit up all of our places in WeHo that we love. But
okay.
The Tom Tom's have the new place.
Oh, Schwartz and Sandy. I'm so curious. I would love to go there.
Yeah. I've never heard of Dear John's Steakhouse. Is that a place you've heard of?
No. Where did they go see the B-52s? Was it local?
I don't know. It was called YouTube Theater or something.
It must be. I mean, assuming that's LA. I've never heard of that steakhouse, but you know how LA, there's like restaurants like everywhere.
When he said it was so dark, Bridget, are you asking about Fortune? Go look at my story, and I put on there
her tour dates.
Well, I put the date that we're going, and I said if anybody wants to join us.
Yes, Irvine, California, Southern California.
The Irvine January 7th one at 7 o'clock. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to fly in for it. No, it sounded like Stu couldn't remember the name of the restaurant. Or the person that they had talked with all night, Barney's best friend.
Sugar Puss, yes.
Sugar Puss, exactly. What was this radio show they were talking about? Did you get that? They were saying that she does a radio show 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.?
She does, and it's on Sirius. Actually, it's 2 hours long, and it's with
10 to 12.
It's somebody named Papa. I've tried to listen to it a couple times. It didn't really stick with me, so I'd have to give it another try. But yeah, she does that Monday through Friday, I guess.
What? For 2 hours?
Yes, that's what she was saying. But they don't go in.
Is she filming these movies and doing live shows? No wonder
she probably
never sees her.
Maybe they took a hiatus, but she doesn't go into the studio. That's why Jeff always makes fun of her. She does it remotely, and so does this Papa person, Tom Papa.
That's cool. Okay, well, if anyone knows about that, send us the information. I'll post it. Fortune Feimster is her website, and that's where the tickets are. Tickets were $30. There's no VIP or anything like that. It looks like general admission, so it's a great way to have a bunch of Jeff Lewis fans or friends meet you there, and you don't necessarily have to buy your tickets all together. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The person is it's just like a live show of Jeff's. You don't.
Right.
You sit with your friends. You don't have to buy a seat next to them.
So we need to get there at 3:30. So that we're in the front row.
No. We bought we bought a 4-pass booth. So we'll be on the second level. And then so for after the taxes and all that, it came out to $94 a person. 4 people sit in a booth. But for that $94 a ticket, all the fees included, each person gets a $50 food and drink tab included.
And what I was going to say with the improvs, Irvine Improv, Brea Improv, last time I went to Brea Improv, I bought a cheaper ticket, but I had to buy a drink and a meal. So I think it works out the same.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering. Now, I didn't see this, but a lot of times, comedy stores, you do have to buy drinks. Didn't we have to buy drinks at the Burbank show?
I remember there were drinks flowing, but I don't remember if we bought them.
Did we have to, or we just bought them? We don't even know.
Oh, no, I think we did. We did.
What's the name of what, Bridget? I don't know. DM me, Bridget. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we ordered because you got like an espresso martini. Somebody got a shot of vodka.
Never get that. Maybe a chocolate martini.
Chocolate martini. And I think like I got a peanut. Yeah, so I think you had to buy a drink or something.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I would never order an espresso martini, but chocolate Godiva martini, absolutely. Delicious.
I would do a watermelon martini. That sounds good.
Oh, I love a watermelon flavored anything with vodka.
Me
I love
too.
Watermelon. I went on not a binge, but this summer, the night I saw Sonia Morgan, my friend and I asked the person at House of Blues. I'm like, I don't know. It was May when we saw her, so it was hot in Houston. I said, I don't know. I said, make me something with vodka and watermelon. They made me the best drink ever. So then I ordered it like the next 3 or 4 times I was at a bar.
I love watermelon. Anytime they had a choice of candy, I'd always pick watermelon. In fact, one of my friends for my birthday bought me a bunch of watermelon candy and a watermelon.
Aww, I love that. The calls. What did you think about the calls? They took a lot of calls today. 3 or 4?
What's crazy is the gentleman that called, I swear he said he used to weigh 500 pounds and he lost 85. Did he say that?
575 pounds is what I heard. So he was kind of coming on to Shane, and Shane was like, hey. And then he said that, and Shane was like, ooh, hey. I mean, I'm sorry.
God, that is crazy because those are people, when you're that obese, like you can't move around.
No, they have TV shows for those people. They film it here in Houston called 600 Pound Life. So, but like Fortune was saying, is he's using it for the actual purpose. He is diabetic. And then somebody said, well, what if he's not diabetic? And they're like, if you're 575 pounds, I mean, you're diabetic, right?
And thank God it works for him. I mean, yeah, because when you're a diabetic, it's kind of like gallbladder surgery. Like you have to cut out a bunch of stuff from your diet and eat really healthy. And God, I wish I was diabetic.
It doesn't matter. They're giving this prescription out like candy. It doesn't. I don't want to be diabetic.
I don't want to have to pay for it with that $25 coupon. No, I want it to be covered by my health insurance.
Well, it's covered. It just cost a shit ton of money already. It didn't sound terrible, the price that Megan's paying. No,
it's not. But I was just like, all right.
The problem is you get hooked on it. You know, It's working. But this guy said he was on Ozempic, and now he's going to switch to Mounjaro because it kickstarts and it works better.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Lots of talk on weight loss, which never bothers me, but I have seen complaints about it. Like, there's people online are kind of tired of the weight loss talk. But, you know, to know Jeff is to know that he weighs himself multiple times a day, and that he's always going to talk about his weight. He's always going to be fascinated by people being very heavy or having some abnormality about themselves. I mean, that's just Jeff.
And if that offends you or you feel that's too sensitive a topic or he's being insensitive, I wouldn't listen because that's just Jeff.
That's just Jeff. To know him is to hate him and to
love him.
Love him.
It is. And I'm going to say, Lisa, absolutely. Because I'm like, when I've met Jeff, I'm like, oh, God, he probably thinks I'm a fat slob. But he's never acted that way. But I'm just saying in my head, yeah.
No, but I mean, let's be real. I think a lot of people they've done studies. Little kids think attractive people are nicer. They think they're safer. They think they have more money. I mean, and that's not even seeing that. That's just seeing people's features, how far apart your eyes are spaced. I mean, there's a real science to it. So it's kind of fascinating. But let's just say Jeff is like every other person in LA. He likes attractive people.
That's what I was going to say. It's even more heightened here in California but then specifically in Southern California with LA and Orange County. Every motherfucker, well, they're not every motherfucker skinny, but there's a lot of really good looking people that you could tend to focus on that. And if you are also into, I forgot because somebody said eugenics, and then I got.
Oh, well, I just think the first time I've been to LA a lot of times.
This is the noisiest chair.
But the first time when I came out for the November show, I met up with Cheryl from Van Nuys. Met me and we had lunch right on Sunset Boulevard. Can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it was during COVID. So we sat outside and, the people walking by look like selling Sunset. I mean, they had the skimpy little, and this is November, but it's hot there in November, but they had the little bike shorts on, the size 30 tits, the 24-inch waist. I mean, it was literally, everyone had hair and makeup done.
Yes.
It was amazing, but do I want to look at those people? Yeah, I really do. I mean, they're beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, let's chat music and we'll wrap things up, though.
We had some flashbacks today to, what's 2020?
He's been doing oldies.
2011, 2012, somewhere around there. We had Kesha, We Are Who We Are. And we had Owl City, Carly J. Ray Lepson, whatever her name is. Good Time.
Didn't like it. You haven't liked the music lately. What the hell's going on?
I like the
It is
Kesha
different.
song.
It's less clubby. He usually plays like club music, and now he's playing like 70s. I don't know, not 70s, but
no, but he's definitely doing a lot of flashbacks because these are songs that are like, these were like 10, 12 years ago. I love Kesha, but Carly J. Lopson, Owl City, no, come on. Taking off my earrings. I'm taking off my earrings.
Are those the earrings you?
Guess where I found them?
Where?
In the washing machine.
You had taken them off?
Because when I wanted to get my hair cut, I took them off and I must have put them in my pocket.
Oh, welcome back, earrings. I'm so glad.
Hoops. Hello, hoops.
Anyways, well, thank you everyone for joining us. If you didn't hear, we will be at the Fortune Feimster Irvine show, January
7th.
7th is a Saturday night. We're going to be at the 7:00 show. So we would love to see some other Jeff Lewis fans.
Yes.
We would love to. This is the problem. Every time I come to California, I get DMs. Oh my God, I wish I'd have known you were coming. I would have gone. I hear it all the fucking time.
Coulda, woulda.
I mean, literally, all I can do is tell you we'll be there. We would love to come join us. Come. We'll have lunch with you, breakfast, whatever. We love Jeff Lewis fans. So
yes.
Hit us up.
Remind us who's on tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow is
Doug.
Oh, Adrienne Malou. I want to see what she looks like, and I want to see this 30-something guy that she's dating. They may not show him, but Jeff said he was really cute.
Yeah, and Cher's got like a young man right now too in his 30s.
That's grossing me out. I mean, Cher is 70 because she's 70-something and he's 36. That's just grossing me out.
Yeah.
She grosses me out a little bit to begin with.
Oh.
Yeah. Adrienne Malou is not 70. If I had to guess, Adrienne Malou is 52. Is she that old?
She's older than that.
She's older than 52?
I really think so.
Oh, Cher is 76, dating a 36-year-old.
Yeah.
She was 40 years old when he was born.
Yeah, that's gross.
No.
Yeah, that's gross.
Just no. I mean,
I'm just, never mind.
What?
I was like going to go down the penis vagina route, and I was like, never mind.
Well, and I can't even talk about gross because Madonna grossed me out last week when she had her big ass titties hanging down, and she didn't even look like Madonna. When she stood up, she sort of looked like Madonna, but grossing me out. And her bathroom was very old. Like her bathroom needs to be updated. I'm like, update your bathroom. Like, pick a better place to take a picture.
I feel like her and Britney do not have PR people helping them, and they're just doing whatever the fuck they want.
What is up with Britney Spears lately?
You know what? I always thought it was weird as soon as the conservatorship ended that she was doing the naked post. But I do think like her maturity has been stunted, and so she's acting like an 18-year-old.
Wow. I mean, I'm so confused on that whole thing. Remember that she was pregnant, then had a miscarriage.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not even sure what's real. Brittany isn't free. Sort of agree. I don't think she's free up here, sadly.
That's a whole nother Oprah.
Adrienne Maloof is 61 years old.
Thank you. I knew she was older.
Wow.
And their family owns a bunch of property in Las Vegas.
The Palms.
She used to. I don't know if she still does, but she owned the in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They used to live there. She owns the Lobos, the one of the basketball teams, something.
Oh yeah. They've got money just coming out of every orifice.
You remember on Beverly Hills, she had those tinsels in her hair. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Come on, girl."
But I'll be honest. You want me to be really nitpicky?
What?
Some of the videos that I saw from her Halloween party this last week.
Yeah, I hear you.
She had granite. I was like, really? You have granite? I'm just saying, if you're that rich, I don't know why you got 2001 granite.
Granite and tinsels in her hair.
I sound like such a bitch, but I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Anywho, thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time.